All right. Welcome to the Morning Spike. My name's St. Kramer with Brian the Grizzly. What is up, man?
What's going on, guys? I mean, everyone's having that week off,
Yeah.
Pro Bowl week with flag football, and some of these games are
Dodgeball.
are interesting. I would love to play dodgeball with some of these guys. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, obviously, our thumbnail is the captains of the Snoop Dogg and Pete Davidson. What?
I was like, are they going to be up? Are they going to be awake? It's just going to be too high to figure out what's what.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. They've been doing a lot of stuff together. I don't know if they're part of the same promotion company or something, but any of those weird YouTube boxing matches back in the day, they would always be on it together, but was it the Tyson and the last Tyson fight?
Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah. They fought, or I think Snoop Dogg was announcing, and Pete Davidson was like the guy in the back talking to the fighters and stuff. And it was also
I look like, Pete Davidson, why are you here?
Well, yeah. Well, I think that same night was like Logan Paul fight or something, or Paul, one of the Pauls, I don't know. But he didn't like was it Jake Paul? I think it was Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't like Jake Paul, so he was kind of throwing some jabs in there, but not so obvious. That was kind of funny. Yeah, so oh man, so yeah, Pro Bowl.
I mean, do you even know who's on the Pro Bowl team?
No.
I mean, the roster, there are guys that are there that I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah, that's why. That's why. I never really pay attention to the Pro Bowl because all the good players are in the playoffs. Even if you got eliminated, in the wild card round, you don't want to deal with that. You're like, fuck it. Maybe a few of them, maybe some of the rookies I could see. If they do wind up making the All Pro team, okay, but is it still in Hawaii? It's not even in Hawaii anywhere, right?
I don't know where it is. Is it Vegas?
Yeah, it's in Vegas.
It might be in Vegas.
So that was the only cool thing. Is cool. I'm a rookie. I had a good season. I'm going to Hawaii, play with my friends. Now,
in Vegas, there's no beach. There's no nothing. Because I mean, the idea would be okay, if I'm going to play a flag football game, we can have it on the beach, chilling, having all those fun things.
That would be cool, man. A flag football game on the beach.
That's what it should be doing.
That would be awesome. That would be so cool.
And they should pick teams right there. Hey, we're gonna pick our teams. Pick up. Let's go. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
That should be the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Well, this whole thing right now, the Pro Bowl, because now it's called the Pro Bowl games. It's not just the Pro Bowl, because they're just doing a bunch of different stuff.
I mean, we're gonna have flag football tomorrow, right? Or is it today? It's today.
I think it's today.
5.
Today.
5,
yeah.
Today.
Yeah. They started doing some stuff yesterday, right? Am I wrong?
They started doing things on Thursday.
Yeah. But that was nothing too much. Thursday, 2023. That's when they started the skill challenges. The pro games. It's gonna be a 7-on-7 AFC NFC flag football game.
It's fun. I like the idea that the Mannings are out there.
Yeah.
Because you know what, I can't help it. I love Peyton Manning. That's part of the reason I don't like Tom Brady. It's because I love Peyton Manning that much. How dare you keep on banning him?
Yeah. I'm trying to see what else. All the list of events I'm trying to look for right now. I had it yesterday, and I turned off this is why I don't turn off my computer.
Only thing I saw is that Sauce Gardner has been doing everything, and he's been winning everyone, kicking everyone's butt. Which I've been telling you guys. I say this since the draft. Sauce Gardner should have been the pick.
I remember,
for the Texans. I said he fits the scheme. He's the dude. Sauce Gardner should be defensive player, rookie of the year. He should have votes for defensive player of the year. He's that good. They stopped throwing at him. Week 5.
Yeah.
They made a decision. We're not throwing over there.
Yeah. who he's I mean, he's a rookie, so
I mean, you're not gonna.
rookie won something like that, defensive player of the year. I mean, I know it's happened before, but it can't be too often.
It's not too many guys are on the same level.
Yeah.
I mean, Khalil Mack would be someone like that, when he first came out. Like that's the type of person you're gonna get, but it's just hard, honestly. But I mean, he came in ready to go. I knew he would, and he's a shutdown corner immediately. Micah Parsons, when he came in, he's one of those guys. Immediate defensive player of the year type of guy.
Yeah. He you say he didn't make it though?
No, Sauce definitely.
Sauce. Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, wait.
Sauce is definitely a Pro Bowler. Sauce is definitely. I think he wins defensive rookie of the year without even a question. Like the next person is like Hutchinson, and he's just not. He's not different. He's on a different level. This guy is special, and I mean it's great to see. I don't know how the Jets keep on getting him. Yeah, Sauce Gardner. They had Revis Island. I don't understand how they keep on getting these guys. I mean, just amazing, special guys like that.
Yeah. Here we go. I found it. So let's see. So they have the Pro Bowl dodgeball game, right? The lightning round, which is made up of 3 separate mini games. 16 players from each conference will compete through a gauntlet until there's only one player standing at the end to earn 3 points for his conference. So the first mini game is splash catch. We'll see teammates tossing water balloons back and forth. Okay, sounds like camp. It sounds like
exactly what it sounds like.
The second
is like NFL rookie camp, because you know what's funny? Was it 14 players on a Pro Bowl squad have 3 years or fewer experience, NFL experience?
Oh, okay.
14 players have less than that. So
it's
because all the old guys are like, nah, I'm good. I'm staying home.
I've been stay at home, hang out with the family. Yeah, especially Vegas. So let's see. The second game is called High Stakes and involves players catching punts from the machine. All right, so nothing too crazy. The third and final mini game is called Thrill of the Spill. We'll aim at the players will aim at targets above an opposing conference head coach. That's funny. The first team to spill the bucket on the coach wins. So
hey, the bucket should have that should be on Nickelodeon, and that should be Gak. It should be Gak.
Seriously, man. Seriously. Then we got the longest drive, kind of obvious. 4 players will each get 3 swings as they try to drive their golf ball the furthest within the boundaries of the fairway.
Hey, I can hit it a long way. It won't be straight though. It won't be straight.
It'll go far, but it won't be.
We won't know where it is. Like, where is it? I don't know. It went somewhere in the weeds.
Yeah. Then we got precision passing. 2 quarterbacks and 1 non-quarterback will compete to hit as many targets as possible in 1 minute. So that's kind of funny.
That's funny. That's good. I like that one.
Yeah. So this is all happening Thursday. Best catch first round. This event is split into 2 rounds. The first on Thursday, 2 players from each conference will attempt to make their best catch in a highlight reel video utilizing popular locations around Vegas. Okay.
That sounds like that commercial. The NFL commercial when they'll catch the balls through like walls and stuff. I'm the greatest tight end. Pick me for fantasy football.
Yeah. That's right. That one's kind of cool because the fans actually get to vote what's the best sketch. So that's kind of cute. But it also reminds me of like the Be Like Mike commercials back in the day, like off the tower, off the McDonald's arch. It's gonna loop around that.
Nothing but net.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna be something that's kind of interesting. So that's kind of fun. But today's the big day. I think a lot of people are gonna watch it. The same thing. They got the best catch final round. So the same thing. So all the people who survived
a lot
the
of this
first
stuff
one
already happened, right?
Yeah. Well, all that was Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
All that was Thursday. Yeah. I thought the dodgeball was on Thursday. Yeah. Sunday they got the best catch, the final round. So they do it again. The gridiron gauntlet, 2 obstacle courses, relay race. 6 players each conference, side by side gauntlet has 4 parts. Teams have to finish first and earn 3 points. Move the chains. 4 teams, 2 from each conference, will compete simultaneously in pulling a weighted wall. Okay, that's kind of cool. They have to pull the wall 10 yards as quickly as possible. First, using first down chains. Okay, there will be a 3-point blah blah. Well, that's kind of interesting. So you just kind of like pulling a weighted wall.
I mean, that's stuff you do. That's like they should do truck
That's
pulls like strongman.
shit.
They should have strongman competition, really. And between like quarterbacks, strongman competition for quarterbacks. That's what I want.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool. You know.
But all this stuff should be in Hawaii. So like,
oh man, on the beach, all this would be so much better, so much more fun on the beach, like with the water in the background. You know, you can have all the boats hanging out there. Like that would be so cool.
I mean, I know why they didn't do it, because I don't know if you remember when they did have they had flag football. They had these things before, and someone tore their ACL on the beach like that, and I think that's the reason why they don't do it. But it will look so much better. It'll make it so much more, and more people will come. Your chance to go to Hawaii is why you go to the Pro Bowl. I mean,
exactly.
That's why I said all these young guys are coming in. I mean, besides Cam Jordan, I can't think of an old guy who decided to go. Maybe JJ Watt, because he's retiring. You know,
but what's he gonna do? Hang out with all the young kids? All his friends aren't going.
I mean, he talked to Peyton Manning. That's it.
I guess you get to meet Snoop Dogg.
I'm sure he's been around them enough.
Yeah. But then the last one is called Tic Tac Toe, and it's a special teamers get to shine in this event. The punter, kicker, and long snapper will compete in a giant game of tic tac toe. So it's big boards on the field, and they will use their skills to try to form 3 in a row, and the other team does as well. So that's kind of cool. So you get your kicker and your punter involved, and the long snapper.
They should do a punt, pass, and kick competition for a team.
Yeah.
You know, like the punter gets the ball, he has to punt it. Receiver has to catch the ball, pass it to the quarterback. The quarterback has to throw the ball as far as the receiver who caught the punt has to run it and catch it. And whoever catches the furthest pass gets the most points. So you get points for yards for the punt, cleanliness of the catch, the throw, and how far you actually get with the ball in the air.
Yeah,
that would be an amazing thing.
Yeah, see, like that's something cool that they should do. Like here, I feel like they're going full goofy with it.
It's ESPN games. This is what it is.
Yeah,
old ESPN
exactly. Games. You know, which it's fine. You know, because like I'd rather have you either have legitimate cool skill games, something like you said, because then it tests out like, you know, quarterback and receivers or punters and receivers, like you said. You can test out the actual skills of professional players, or you just go full goofy and have them do stupid shit. And they've obviously gone.
But I don't full think goofy. This is not full goofy because I think you should have had Thursday. They should have had a flag football game with like old retired NFL players going against young guys, like
first 3 years.
Yeah, like, exactly. Rookies, young guys going with the retired guys. Like, can you imagine us seeing Michael Irvin against Coach Prime right now? Can you imagine that type of matchup? That's what people will want to see.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
A flashback. We'll see Michael Irvin out there doing a post route and Coach Prime, you know, Prime time doing this thing. That would be amazing. People want to see Deion Sanders. People want to see Michael Irvin.
You have to pay those guys. Then you have to pay them a lot.
If you had it in Hawaii, you wouldn't. All expenses paid, trips. And these are guys that try to get their name out there. So Deion Sanders will be there. Just, you know, get his name out there. You know, Michael Irvin is there on ESPN. So as long as ESPN's doing it, Michael Irvin's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes more sense. But just feel like this was hastily put together. Like they knew that the Pro Bowl was booty. And they had to figure out something else.
Yeah. It was, like you said, it felt quickly made, like you said, and it was just I wish it was a little bit better.
It was like the hastily made. You remember that hastily made tourist video for Cleveland? It's Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, anyone. Under construction since 1968.
Oh yeah. You said that part, and I remember that.
Come and see a river that's always on fire. Like, like a hastily made video like that. No one really looked at it. They just said, "Oh, this is a good idea." No, it's not a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. And then, like you said, all those older retired guys, most of them are announcers. So you can easily, like, ESPN can go to some of these other companies that are like, listen, we want to put this together, so you can send out, like who's on Fox, like any of those Fox guys.
I mean, that's Tom Brady's going to work for Fox. That's Troy Aikman. Like
Troy Aikman. Even like the Fox pregame, postgame guys at the thing. It's like,
have Drew Brees out there, throw Kirk Herbstreit out there. I'm just saying, those guys all those quarterbacks. Can you imagine having like the golden age of quarterbacks when we had Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, had Drew Brees, have all Matt Ryan. Like put those guys out there, and then compare them to the young guys, and have a team for Joe Burrow, have a team with Allen, with Mahomes, like have the young versus the old, and have them doing stuff that has nothing to do with being a quarterback. So like have them do like strength things. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that, like that it will balance the scales, because as you get older, you get stronger. So I'm just saying, doing things like that, that will be interesting. People will come clamor for that. You have to figure out something, because the NFL is the one entity that doesn't have like a great all-star game. NBA all-star game is more about the slam dunk competition and the 3-point competition and the skills challenge than it is about the game. They figured it out. They realized these are the things that people want to see. They want to see those type of things.
Yeah. And then they want to see the players having fun and being stupid. That's why the refs kind of let them play. And that's why, like, on defense, they let the offense kind of, all right, I'm going to let you do all these crazy things, and you let me do all these crazy things. And it's going to be fun. You know what I mean? And that's what it should be. NHL had just had their game. I was out Friday night, and it was on the TV. I was like, oh shit, okay. And I was watching it while we were eating, and I look up and I'm like, oh, they're doing all these cool tricks and all these, like, stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, NFL is just missing it. And I feel like if you get some of these,
probably the one thing they're missing, though. But that's the one thing they're missing. They don't understand how. Remember, you have a game where everyone's putting all these helmets on.
Yeah,
you can't tell who people are with these helmets on. You don't know.
Yeah, which is part of the issue with just like marketing NFL players in general, because I mean, most players, you always have to wear your jersey whenever you're on a commercial or whatever.
But this is your opportunity to start selling these players. Tell you who these are.
Actual faces.
Yeah. How many people know what Breece Hall looks like?
Yeah, exactly.
I do. But do you? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is that opportunity to learn these guys.
Yeah.
Not just the quarterback, but if Chris Jones was walking down the street, he's one of the greatest defensive tackles that been in the last 5 years in the NFL. Would you know who he was? You'd be like, "That's just a big dude." You don't know. This is your opportunity to tell people, show them.
Yeah. I agree, man. I think, and I know for a fact, if ESPN were to reach out to some of these other channels, like, hey, we want some of your former NFL hosts to come out and play a game together. One, I'm sure the players, like the former players, will be 100% down. And then two is like, listen, you can wear a jersey, and you can be Fox colors, and you can put Fox NFL on their name in the back, and then they come out and play. I was like, dude, Strahan would probably do it. Like, imagine like Terry Bradshaw going out there. Like, that would be cool. Like Howie Long, like all those Fox.
Howie Long is the one I would believe in. I believe in Howie. I think Howie Long could still go out there and beat his son's butts.
I was just gonna say, I was like, that would be such a great game. It's like, cool, we got Howie Long and then his sons like are out here. It's like you can have some, like, you can do some cool stuff with that. I feel like,
who's really the first family of the NFL? Let's have a competition to find out.
So the something
Mannings,
like that.
The Long, there's a lot of them that father-son duos, some father-son grandfather duos. Like, I think those are just opportunities lost, but no one wants to think about these things.
Yeah, well, it's money, and then they're like, "Fuck it, why do we care?" But I feel like if you do that, because then you can bring the old guys, the retired guys. Fox will pay for it. Like, cool, you're gonna let me put my logo on your channel? Okay, here you go. Here's five.
All they're gonna do is they'll have a Fox Battle of the Networks.
Yeah,
that should be a game.
Yeah, yeah. But then you get all the old guys on a team versus, like you said, the first 3-year guys. So you have the old guys and the new guys. Like, that'd be fun. Like, I feel like you could do some really cool, fun stuff, just because the NFL is so big and yeah,
But I think because you're so big, sometimes you miss out. They don't realize how much they can still grow.
Yeah,
you can still you want to hit the common fan. You want to hit those names that they see. You want to see Aikman. You want to see the guys you think of. We talk about the goats, but we really don't see Joe Montana. We really don't see those Jerry Rice.
Yeah, I was like, can you imagine, like, Howie Long throwing a deep ball to like Jerry Rice, or like or to oh my god, I have a brain fart on.
I want them to reenact special parts, special plays from like Howie Long chasing Joe Montana and Joe Montana throwing the ball up and Jerry Rice fingertip and catch or something like that. That will be amazing. And seeing them doing against other generations that are unbelievable. Like seeing Jerry against Deion Sanders. Mm-hmm. Seeing things like that would be just amazing. Herm Edwards would go out there and do something still. Herm Edwards like 70 years old. Herm Edwards is amazing still. He still goes running 5 miles. He still lives at 4 o'clock in the morning. Herm Edwards is in better shape than me. I would
like Tony Romo going out there. Like,
exactly. Like, these are the guys
because I think everyone loves him again because, like, like, oh, you're a horrible quarterback, and then he comes and does his announcing. They're like, he's the greatest announcer ever. Like, and then throw him back out there. Like, I don't know. I feel like you can have a lot of fun with these, and it would be that's a good way to save money. But then also you're promoting other channels, but
you all are part of the NFL package anyway. They talk about the other channels all the time.
Yeah.
They're always
like, and ESPN, your ESPN, people are gonna have their favorite. They're gonna have their favorite thing. But imagine you're the company that brought everyone together for at least a day. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, come on. And that's Disney. Disney owns ESPN, ABC.
All the NFL has to do is sit everyone down and says, guys, our All-Star game sucks. We need help from all of you guys to make it work. This is what we need to do.
Yeah, you can bring a big draw, big draw if you do something fun like that. I think for sure. Yo,
what's
Kenny.
up, Kenny?
Kenny and what's that? I don't know. In Florida.
Florida.
Nice, man. Even go to Florida. Go somewhere with a beach, not in Vegas. I get Vegas is fun because that's where all the gambling happens. But you could do California, do Florida, do somewhere with a cool beach.
If you didn't want to do Hawaii, rent out Disney World. Rent out Disney for everyone. Cool. Now, whose family's not going to come? You talking about people not coming? Whose family's not going to come to Disney World? You rent it out. And Disney, how do you want to do it? You already own it.
ESPN already owns it.
ESPN already owns it. Disney owns ESPN. That's how you do those things. You do those type of things to bring the best players out there. Let's see their faces. Let's have competition so we get to know these guys. That's how we extend, because we have a problem in the NFL. I mean, we want to be honest. We have a problem.
Yeah. Freaking spell check. That's what I figured, but I don't know. I know Florida. Well, every state got some weird name.
But I mean, we have a problem. The problem, these concussions. We had 18% more concussions this year than we had in any year.
That's super crazy.
So what do? Instead of trying to worry about that, you go ahead and you add intrigue. You start to get the players. You start to get their names. You think about the next division. What's the next thing you can do? Flag football, how important flag football could be, but you need to introduce these players, so people care. So use the old guys, use the new guys, use the networks. Just do whatever we got to do to build and keep on going. This makes the most sense, but this is not what they're doing. And unfortunately I'm sick, so I'm gonna watch it too. I'm addicted to the NFL. So, this is just I'm gonna end up watching it, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch it. It's gonna be fun to an extent, but it's just not gonna be something I'm like, ooh, like you said, the NBA All-Star. Glued to the TV, the NHL, like it was pretty fun watching the little bit I saw. I was like, shit, I think I might check it out next year, like just because it takes non-fans and like see them do like cool shit, and you're like, okay, and that's how you pull people in. Granted, I get the NFL is like the biggest sport like in America, so like maybe you don't need to pull people in, but
no, you
you have a lot of other problems that need,
because the NFL in 20 years cannot be the same way. We cannot run the NFL the same way in 20 years. It can't.
Yeah.
So let's figure out what the next thing is, and let's start introducing those things. Start working on your players and getting to know them and their personalities, and then you can extend this game. This game I love. I don't want it to go away.
Yeah.
And right now we could go talk to your girlfriend right now and say, is Lucas going to go play football? And she's going to be like, hell no. Erica will be like, hell no. My point is that, but that's the point.
Kill you. Yeah.
So you need
more and more parents.
You have to bring them in. You have to do something. You have to do something to bring people in to this game. Or, the average age is getting lower. It's getting lower and lower. We can become baseball.
Yeah. And then like, so I played rugby. I think you said you played a little bit of a rugby game here and there. So it's like, so you can have a physically aggressive game and also be safe, because rugby injuries are nowhere as near as crazy as NFL injuries. Nowhere as near, but also the tackling technique is very different. Like you can't do those big shoulder pops. Like they're cool, but all you do is you're running into a wall. It's not a tackle. You know what I mean? Like, so like you could do things. So to say like, oh, you're gonna take away the physicality of it all. I was like, have you seen rugby? Those men don't even wear any pads, and they kill. They hit each other hard. No,
it's harder than hard.
So
I mean, it's like trying to explain rugby to someone. I was like, all right, so how you can throw the ball forward? You can't. You throw the ball backwards to run forwards, and there's so much technique with all these line and all this pushing in. But I don't know how aesthetically pleasing it's going to be. So that's why.
No. I mean, I'm not saying play rugby. But I'm just saying like you want to like, because everyone's complaining like they're changing the game, they're making it weak and blah blah blah. Like they're adding all this stuff. I was like, you can have the physicality of players hitting each other still, but being safe. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, rugby, there's still some injuries. They're just nowhere as near as high as NFL. So it's like there's a way to do it. You just need to figure out how to do it and stop being complacent in like this is how this is done. I was like, shut up. Like it's always changed. Look how much it changed in the past like 40 years, so everything, so I'm like, there's ways to do it, but you have to change the culture around it, and there's a lot of people that probably don't want to deal with that, which I get. It's a lot of work, but otherwise, it's like you said, it's gonna slowly start going away because players are gonna stop coming out.
Either that, or we go right to Starship Troopers. I don't know if you remember that movie.
Yeah,
we play like that. That's the only other way you can do it.
Hey, real quick. So a little story, because in my school we had a football team and a rugby team, and a lot of the football players play rugby, and vice versa. So I hate watching on the NFL when they do like those crazy like Latin. There's no more seconds. They need a score, so they keep doing the the lateral and stuff like that. So they tried doing that with us in a team before in high school, and instantly, me and another guy were like, like, oh, we play rugby. You want to play rugby in football? We're going to fucking destroy you. Because at that point, that's what you're doing. You're tossing it back to go forward.
Yep.
You're literally playing rugby with football pads. So we know how to play rugby. We all made a line and we just annihilated them. I think we wind up getting the ball and scoring. So I was like, you thought you wanted to be smart, but you're playing against us who know what you're trying to do. You're trying to go old school rugby rules and against rugby players. So I was like, yeah, that's not working, bro.
You know what I never understood is why when they're doing those things and why wouldn't they pull the line more? Like when you're snapping the ball, why wouldn't you? Because put your line at the wide receivers, put your center to snap the ball, throw the ball out there, put your skill players like and try to spread it out a little bit more.
Ask the Cowboys about that. Didn't they do that? Why would you have Zeke at center?
Yeah, that's right.
Why would you have Zeke at center? Let's do at least keep your center.
Let's do a personal protector. At least keep that there.
At least keep the center at the very least. Somebody who knows how to get you the ball properly and can kind of at least block one person. Like if it's a one-on-one block, like okay, I trust that more than like a DN versus Zeke. And obviously he got trucked. Oh. Poor Zeke, man.
That wasn't as bad as still the Patriots. Mac and cheese became
mac and cheese.
Velveeta smush cheese. Like, it was terrible. You got power bomb basically. Power bomb.
Yeah. So I mean, you try to do stuff like that, but like at that point, you're like kind of going back to like because football came from rugby. You know, everyone says like football came from soccer. It was like you're missing a step. You know, football came from rugby, rugby came from soccer. You know, that's the thing. But
if you look at the football in the early 1900s, and it was definitely more rugby.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, legit. They were playing a rugby game, and somebody's like, "Well, I'm gonna throw it forward." Like what? So. You know, even like a rugby team is like Rugby Football Club, RFC, you know, so yeah. So it just it's funny because at that point you're trying to do rugby stuff like with teams that don't know how any of that works. You know, sometimes it works because like you just get lucky and you get the ball to the right person in the right time.
Yeah,
you know,
in space. If you get someone in space, and it's over. It's just like a punt. You get the ball in someone in space and then you can't catch them.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Yeah, I do miss playing rugby. That's one thing I do want to go back to play.
Not at all. I don't miss nothing. I'm all played out. I'm done.
Played out.
I'm done with all of it.
I think I got a little bit left in me. I feel like I do, but like I need my body needs to keep up with my brain. My brain's like, you can play a little bit more. My body is like, fat ass. I don't know. Thinking. Well, yeah. Oh man. But I figured today's gonna be a shorter episode anyway. You said nothing major is really going on.
I mean, little things. I was thinking like, so the Raiders are letting Carr talk to other teams, which is interesting because I believe Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets unless they sign Derek Carr because he's cheaper, and he makes sense. He makes total sense. He's not way cheaper because he signed a big deal too, but you don't have to trade for him. So for Aaron Rodgers, you're going to give him a first and a third or something, like first and a fourth. But you know, you could probably get Carr because they have to cut him by a certain day. Like this is like this weekend. They're like it's like the 12th.
Shit!
It's like right away. So it's funny that he's doing that. Also, I love the fact that Geno Smith said he and the Seahawks are looking good, like they're on the same page. So it looks like Geno Smith is going to return to Seattle, even if they do draft a young quarterback.
I mean, that makes sense. I would. There's no way you would get rid of him after the season he had. So it makes sense.
The Broncos, you know, we got Sean Payton out there, which is so funny because he's probably the most anti Drew Brees guy. He's not like the only thing that's similar between him and Drew Brees is that he's short. They're both short. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. They're very different QBs.
He holds on to the ball. He's trying to make a play. Drew Brees got the ball out of his hand, get to all his playmakers. So does Russ change or does Sean Payton change?
It would have to be Payton because I think Russ is too stubborn or stuck in his ways to change. Drew Brees became great because I think he was adaptable. Like he was able to like the coach was able to say something to him and he was like, got it. And then he goes and does it. Russell, I don't know if Russell, because Pete Carroll always let Russell do his own thing. So he never had a coach really kind of tell him how to play.
He's the type of guy who like makes his own nicknames up. He's the one that came up with the idea of let Russ cook. It was like Russell Wilson said it. Hey, just let Russ cook. That's him saying to him by himself. And he probably made his own T-shirt and then sell it outside the stadium. Let Russ cook. Like that's him. I don't know.
Yeah. That is funny. That is funny. But yeah. on the plane thing, man. He needs somebody to rein him in a little bit. You know, Sean Payton is a good coach. I think he could do it, but he also has to be receptive to being controlled a little bit.
But it's what we said before. It's like Pete Carroll's. Who's the leader of that team? Pete Carroll's the leader of that team. Russ was their quarterback, but Pete Carroll was the leader of the team. That's how he was able to hold the team together. Russ needs someone like that, someone strong enough to hold him accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what we got. Now he has someone that's going to hold him accountable, and I think this will work. I just don't know to what extent.
Yeah, like are they going to win a Super Bowl? Like they have talented players.
Yeah, they do.
Like they have the
Jerry Jeudy is talented.
Yeah,
they didn't use Sutton at all last year. Cortland Sutton was just a dude.
Ooh, yeah,
exactly. And then we got Javonte Williams coming back next year. You know, so they have talent, but they have to utilize that talent correctly. And the truth is, when Hackett was gone, they did better. So I'm wondering if someone who has a good idea, a good mind, can come in and try to help this thing out.
Yeah. So I think it's going to do well. I don't know if it's going to happen right away. Because if I was Sean Payton, and as soon as I'm on the team, I'm calling Russ right away. Like, listen, dude. Like no. I need you. I need you to we need to be on the same page.
If I'm Sean Payton, I'm telling him no. I'm not even signing with the team. Like I talked to Russ, and we need to know we're on the same page. I need to know now. Yeah,
because otherwise it's a waste of time. Like exactly. I'm wasting my time. You're wasting your money. Like. I can go and because he was, I think CBS. I think he was working on CBS as analyst.
He could have. It's Fox. It's Fox.
Oh, the Fox. Okay.
Yeah, so he could have done another year.
Yeah. So, it had to be worth his time. But yeah, definitely, him. They have to work together. They have to be on the same page. They have to understand the goals and understand the give and take. And obviously, I think it'd be a lot more give than for Wilson, because it's hard. It's like, look, listen, I'm the team leader. I'm this and that. I was like, listen, after last year, you can't say shit, man. You don't have anything. Yeah.
What team?
After the last couple years, I'll take that back. It was like, dude, they got rid of you in Seattle. They really didn't want you back. Like you're dying. I'm here to help you, and I think you got some life left, which he does. So.
He's only 33.
Yeah,
he literally had 12 years if he's Tom Brady. That's a whole career. He has a whole nother career.
yeah, but he has a lot left. So I think Sean Payton, man, if Sean Payton takes him to where he needs to get, it's gonna be a scary, scary team. I mean, this year we thought this team was going to be a scary team just because of Russell Wilson,
and that defense is the truth. So if that offense gets fixed, we're talking about this definitely a playoff team.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But okay, but if the Jets get Derek Carr, where does Aaron Rodgers go? And did you hear what Devontae Adams said?
What?
Devontae Adams was like, they were talking about. So where's if he came here, where would he stay? Devontae Adams like, he will stay with me. That's what it is. Bring Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers here. Bring Aaron Rodgers here right now. I'll take him immediately. So I thought that was awesome that Devontae Adams, they still have a good enough relationship that could be a possibility. But none of this stuff can happen till June 1st because the cap hit before June 1st is something like $40 million. And the cap after June 1st is like 13. Or maybe 18, something like that. But it's half, basically.
Yeah, so they have to do it June 1st, which, I mean, it seems like it's kind of far, but you got still February, March, April. So you only got really 3 months, 90 days to figure out what you're gonna do.
But
so
that means you're not getting the quarterback during that time.
Yeah. The longer you wait, the more,
because you're going more OTAs, your rookie mini camp, and all that stuff. You don't know who your quarterback is, and you're trying to get ready for a season. That's hard.
Yeah, because when's the draft? The draft is
April 27th, 26th.
Oh, 27th. Yeah, the end of April.
Yeah, so it was like my sister's birthday, so I know, and we got number 1 pick, so I definitely know. Yep. So,
but that's gonna be fun, man. So if anybody's watching, we got a couple people in here in chat. Hit that sub button, on the Dynasty Pylon. So Morning Spike is our morning show that we do every Sunday. But Dynasty Pylon, we're gonna keep doing football stuff all season. Also, Nerd Huddle. Me and Brian are over there. I know I talked to Fredo last night. Panda and Grizzly show. So it's a lot of Chicago, but they're also is like, I want to say half Chicago, half NFL.
Yeah, we'll talk Chicago stuff. We do focus on Chicago stuff, but I'm an NFL fan, so we're gonna push NFL all the time. So
So, and then we're gonna be doing that all through the off season. So make sure you hit Nerd Huddle and Dynasty Pylon right here. Hit that because once OTA starts, we're gonna talk about that. Obviously, the draft. We'll probably do another draft watch party, kind of what we've been doing.
If I don't say this, Martin's gonna come at me. If I don't say that we're gonna have an episode where we can bring our grievances.
Yes,
air our grievances, bring all of our problems and all our angers from our team from this past season. Martin's gonna come and kill me. So yes, we're going to do this. Give him 2 weeks.
I know. Yeah. So obviously Super Bowl is next weekend or next Sunday. So the 19th we'll probably do Super Bowl and some therapy session, and then the 26th is going to be all therapy session. Just all therapy session. So
all your grievances. It's like Festivus for the rest of us. That's what this is. It's like bring it all in. We'll talk about all the teams. If you're the Bengals, you're gonna talk about the refs. Bring them all in. We'll talk about all the stuff. If you're a Giants fan, you're gonna talk about the fact that they're gonna pay Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins money. That Daniel Jones is literally morphing into Kirk Cousins. I wish I had that visual right now. Like at Kirk Cousins, and you see him just slowly just turn to Daniel Jones. He's the new guy. He's a new one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the 20. Well, I will probably start it a little bit the 19th, depending on how good the Super Bowl is. I think it's gonna be pretty good. So we might talk a lot of Super Bowl, but for sure, February 26th is going to be our therapy session. Is going to be our grievances, out. So if you're a fan, you're watching, and you need to vent, come here on 26th, and just no judgment here. So if you're angry at anybody, come on. I got Marvin. What's up, Marvin? Daniel Jones is
He won't have Kirk Cousins' money. That's what he's going to get. That $33 million, $34 million a year where he don't deserve it. Hey, that's exactly what happens.
So I should come in that day with like my notebook and a little pipe, the little pipe. Just like,
and how does that make you feel?
Yeah.
My dad hates when I say that because he's a psychologist, a therapist. He hates when I say that. I'm like, that's all you do. You talk on the phone, talk about how do people make people feel, whatever.
Yeah, when you drawing doodles on the pad, like that was cool thing. Oh man, but yeah. So for sure. Next week we're gonna get ready for the Super Bowl before we kick off. And then the Sunday after that we're gonna talk about the game in general, and stuff like any other news, because we'll get some news at least, and then the 26th, that's gonna be our grievance. I know Martin was kind of upset because we didn't do it last year, so we're gonna do a whole episode of it, and just put it all out there, fantasy wise, NFL wise. You got any issues with any player or team or refs, bring it on in.
Yeah, and I can't wait to talk about. See, I'm holding out to next week. Next week, I'm going to talk about the fact that we have 2 black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl and how important that is. I mean, I didn't think we'll ever see this, and now we have an opportunity because there's so many coming in. When you didn't see anyone have an opportunity for decades, for as long as I remember playing football growing up. I didn't even want to try to play quarterback because I was like, "There's no point. There's no point."
Yeah.
And now you're seeing it day after day. So representation, something we're going to talk about on the other channel. Representation is so important. When you see it out there, that makes you feel like you can be that, and that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be a category in our award show, because probably after the therapy session, we're going to do our award show, top worst penalties of the year. That's pretty good.
Hey, that's us.
It's like, also you can't throw, Brian.
Hey.
So the decision was made for you.
I can't throw. I can't throw. That's like, as much as I was like, I can throw. Nah, I can't throw. Man.
Yeah,
but you know,
so, yeah.
I blame my shoulder, not me. I could have thrown.
Oh, that's
possibly. You know, yeah. I blame him because I had to go against him all the damn time. That's the problem. That's why my shoulders all messed up.
Yeah, throw over him. He's like freaking what, almost 7 feet tall. So he's like the ball has to go straight up.
Put his hands up, it's 9 feet up in the air. You know, hey, come on.
That's fine. But yeah, top worst penalties. I like that. I might add that to that category.
Hey, it's us and the Commanders. It's us and the Commanders.
Yeah. Well, you can also do like top worst penalties not called. You know what I mean? You know, like last week when Mahomes got to run it, but there was that hold on the O line.
Oh,
but then
they hold every play. So that's
they
what
hold. That was obvious, though.
As a defensive lineman, they hold every play. It doesn't matter. Like that's why. So I don't worry about holding. I'm more worried about the fact that they let them play it down, and they came back and said, "No, we called that one off. We're gonna let them play again."
That was a circus at the
after
end.
It was already over.
Yeah.
Like, what? Wait, you let them play all crazy. Third down, and they will say, "No, do over." Shenanigans.
Yeah, Mulligan. Yeah.
What? Can you really do that?
That's literally like the Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. They get a call from the guy at the bar, like, "Hey, repeat that down."
like, did that really just happen? For real?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, man. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff even after football's done. You know, that's I think in February, March, we're gonna have our award show for everything. And then we're gonna like probably talk a bunch of other stuff.
Hey, I can't wait to
get ready for the rookies.
I can't wait to talk about the Shrine Bowl because I was watching the Shrine Bowl on Thursday, and then we had yesterday was
Senior
really
Bowl.
Interesting. The Senior Bowl was really awesome. I got a couple of guys that I'm ready for. I am ready for it. Yeah.
Rating the Super Bowl commercials. Yeah.
Oh,
we'll probably do that on Spoiler Kings just because that's more relevant over there. Because like they're saying like all these movie commercials and stuff. So there's gonna be a bunch of good commercials supposedly. But we're definitely. I recorded the Senior Bowl. It's on my DVR. So I wind up clicking on it every so often. Was it ESPN? I forgot because I just on mine I just hit ad, so I didn't even know what channel it was on. But I clicked it on a couple times and I saw something. I'm like, okay, it's
some
cool.
Running backs and some tackles that I was really interested in. I was looking at centers, but I wasn't really blown away by any of the centers. But that's what I was trying to focus on. But some of those running backs are special. But I think that's what it is. Every year you're gonna have young running backs that are coming in and they're gonna be special.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're young. Just that alone. Like your knees aren't beat up.
Young and explosive.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to save some of that for Dynasty Pylon on Wednesday.
Oh, for sure. You guys are gonna
I watched nerd out. I got so much notes. I have a whole notebook full of stuff that I was just like, and this. That's all this. This tight end might be good. I like this guy. This quarterback might be a diamond in the rough. He might be, the next Mr. Irrelevant that come and play a game.
Yeah. And the next Brock Purdy. So
Purdy good.
Yeah, so that's gonna be good. That's gonna be really good. I know you guys are gonna go so nerd out on that thing, man. So for sure, like Wednesday show is just all gonna be Senior Bowl. I mean, what are you gonna talk about? The Pro Bowl? It's gonna be Senior Bowl and Shrine Bowl. That's all you're gonna talk about.
Senior Bowl, Shrine Bowl, get ready for the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah.
I wish we could do what things are necessary for food for Super Bowl. What are the things you need to have a successful
we can do that
Bowl
next Sunday.
We need that.
Yeah, next Sunday is like, listen, the game's gonna happen. We already know it's gonna be a pretty good game, but is your party gonna be good?
This is gonna determine if your party is good. Do you have what kind of sausages do you have? Did you bring homemade chili? What does your chili have? And who made it?
Yeah.
That's what we need, Marvin. That's what we need, Marvin, right there. This man knows.
So it's a big debate with real quick. We'll probably be starting to finish up a little bit. But
hey, put up a survey. Mostly 6 Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's actually not bad. I would probably put it up on this channel.
We should put it on
that's
both.
not too bad.
That's
on Nerd Huddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's many people to answer. What is essential for your Super Bowl party? If you're gonna have a Super Bowl, what do you have to have, or does
Maybe do
it
like a
feel
poll.
right?
Yeah. So real quick, there's a big. I know there's a big debate. I'm on one side. Does chili, when you make chili, should beans be in it? There's a lot of people that say no, and there's a lot of people that say yes.
I'm sure people from Texas will say no. If I don't have, there's beans called chili beans. I feel like chili beans should be in there. But I like kidney beans.
100%.
I like kidney beans.
I like kidney beans.
I like light and dark kidney beans in my chili also. But
Yeah,
I also
I like.
My wife puts 3 different types of meats in it.
That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
3 different.
Like,
So we got
absolutely.
dark chili beans, red chili beans, and dark kidney beans, red kidney beans, and chili beans. And we put sausages, like put sausage in there, ground beef. She puts so much meat in there. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I married her. And like literally, it went like that, like literally like that. I was like, oh. And then 6 months later, I said, I do.
That's funny. You know, she goes, here, come taste this. And you're like, will you marry me? Like right there, right there.
She turned back around, was on one knee, like, where'd you get the ring? It's an onion ring.
With like a bean on top, kidney bean on top. There you go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, definitely. We'll talk some like some fun stuff because you know the Super Bowl is gonna be fun and we're just gonna get ready for it. So how else do you get ready for it besides party? So yeah. So hopefully Marvin come on, jump on some of these ones pretty soon. The grievance one's gonna be good. The other ones, but yeah. But we'll probably gotta start closing up.
Yep. Fortunately, guys, we have we're nerds in multiple ways. So I love sports, but as you see my background, I love other crap too. And this thing right here has got me totally enthralled right now. This DC Power. So you know they talk about all the black super, all the things that I complained about DC not having any black representation. All this is all those black Superman.
They put it all in one book.
Green Lantern. All of them. They're all here. Power Man. All that's here. Black Nubia.
Yeah.
It's all here.
See,
so I can't.
I don't want to get too much into it. It's kind of good and bad. It's good, you know, that they're showcasing them. It's kind of bad that you can showcase them all in one book. So it's like I said, it's good and bad. Good and bad.
That's so true.
But
at least it's a thicker book.
It's graphic. But we are going to join another show, the comic book show. You know, so we're going to be over there on House of Nerds show. So great guys, Canadian guys over there. So we're going to go hang out with them for the rest of the afternoon. But yeah, man, anything else before we close it up here?
No, I mean, I'm excited by seeing the Super Bowl. I'm excited to see Mahomes. I just want everyone healthy. I told you guys last week about Chris Jones. I said it. This was going to happen to Cincinnati Bengals. They're not going to be able to block him. He's going to put pressure in Burrow's face. Burrow throws interceptions. What did Burrow do? Throw interceptions. Why? Because Chris Jones was in his face all day. And they had to double and triple team him, which allowed everyone else to come in and wreak havoc. That's what happened.
Yeah.
You're welcome, America.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I know you were saying that on Thursday, so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I couldn't say it with Martin, so I had to make my own sign.
Yeah, I know. That's what it was. I saw. He was like, yeah, I do my Martin impression. He's like, listen. He's like, and then all right. But yeah, man. So if you know, all the people here, check us out. Hit that subscribe button, please. You know, and then once the Dynasty Pylon hits 300, we're giving away a jersey. So, so there's always that as well. But we are gonna hang out all off season. I know, like Martin always says, there is no off season in Dynasty football. So you know, but there's a bunch of stuff still going on. We're gonna get ready for the draft. After the draft, OTAs, mini camps, preseason, NFL preseason. That's why I gotta correct myself. It's like NFL off season.
Yeah, because there's no off season, honestly, for the NFL. Because you know what? There's always football going on, and there's so many things. And I'm just hoping. You know what? I do my prayers for my family. I do all my friends, and then I make sure I always throw in there at the end. You know, my heart, God, get rid of Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I thought it was like instead of saying amen, you was like,
Go Bears!
Thank you, God, and go Bears. Then a sausage falls from the sky.
You know, I had a plate full of sausages again today, so that's how it works.
Yeah. Oh man, but cool. Yeah, we appreciate everyone coming in. Kenny, thank you. I'm not sure. Was this the first time coming in, hanging out with us, Kenny?
I don't know. Kenny, I haven't seen him before, but I appreciate him coming in.
Yeah. Then Marvin hanging out with us. I know we all miss you, Marvin. So hopefully, come back soon. I know we don't miss you as like anything's bad, but we miss you on the show for sure. Yeah. So. Well, yeah. So if we're talking about food, maybe he's like, all right, hold on. I put all you guys straight. You guys gotta know. But cool.
He put all the boys down and said, look, okay, give me 5 minutes real quick.
I was like, so when you say I gotta go talk to a man about some meat, it's actually that's true. Dang. Like, no, it's legit.
Oh man, fall off the rails. Oh man,
yep. Oh man, but yep, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna be back here next week and every Sunday. But appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys on Wednesday on this channel. Later.
All right, see you guys.